Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? It is your boy Kish. We are only 4 days into the Modern Warfare life cycle, and today's video is bringing you some tips and tricks to help you improve. Coming in at number 1, turn off motion blur. Motion blur is enabled by default, but I highly recommend you turn this off as it hinders your ability to see your surroundings. Although it may add more of a cinematic experience to your gameplay, I find motion blur to be quite a significant disadvantage, as you might have guessed, it adds blur to your screen. This is what it looks like with motion blur on. And this is what it looks like with motion blur off. To turn this off, simply head over to the General tab in the Options menu. Under the Accessibility section, disable World Motion Blur and Weapon Motion Blur and you're good to go. Moving on to the next one, learn how to use your tactical sprint more effectively. For those who don't know, there's a new feature in Modern Warfare called Tactical Sprint. This is a short speed boost you can activate by inputting sprint whilst already running. However, you have to be careful when choosing to do so, as your sprint out time is significantly increased, meaning that your weapon will take longer to pull out, which could put you in a major disadvantage compared to a normal sprint. In my experience, tactical sprint is best utilised when trying to manoeuvre quickly when knowing a gunfight is unlikely to occur. For example, evading damage from a far distance or moving off spawn. You basically don't want to be spamming tactical sprint as you're more vulnerable. The next tip I have for you guys is door rushing. Another new feature in Modern Warfare is the ability to open and close doors around the map. When next to an interactable door, you have the option to open or close. However, did you know you can just slam a door open by running into it? This is an effective way of getting around the map, especially off the spawn. But be careful, as there could be a camper or a claymore waiting for you on the other side. You can also slide into doors to open, but it makes much more noise compared to opening or closing by interacting. I've seen countless teammates just standing outside a door when they can just run into it when the coast is clear. Moving on to the next one, and this is probably the most crucial tip I have for you guys, is to change your audio mix. Similar to previous titles, Modern Warfare comes with a bunch of audio mix options that you can choose from. To change the audio mix, open the settings menu, go to the audio tab and select the audio mix drop down. As you can see, there are multiple options to choose from, which are all personal preference at the end of the day, so feel free to choose as you wish, but I recommend the boost high option. The default mix is studio reference, which is surprisingly bad compared to boost high, but I'll let you guys hear the differences between the two options so that you can see for yourselves. As you can hear, the boost high option lets you hear footsteps louder and clearer compared to the studio reference mix. The final tip I have for you guys is the ability to save a custom mod. Infinity Ward have definitely put a ton of emphasis on the ability to customize each weapon, with each weapon almost having like a billion attachments. For myself, I find this kinda overwhelming when selecting what attachments to use, and it could be quite tedious going through the attachment selection screen. However, an extremely useful trick which can save a huge amount of time is saving your attachment selections as a custom mod. Once you're happy with your attachment selections, simply press L2 when in the gunsmith to save a custom mod, enter a name, and a preset weapon with its custom attachments will be saved. This also saves your camo and your charms. Head over to the armory for the weapon you saved a custom mod for, and there you have it. You no longer have to put every single attachment back onto a weapon when customizing a loadout. With that said, that wraps up today's video, guys. If you've learned something new or if you enjoyed, drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe if you're new for more content. It's been your boy Kish, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.